The U.S. just pardoned a former drug trafficker president of Honduras. I'm Steve Hendrix. This is your Global Minute. Juan Orlando Hernandez, once jailed in the United States for large-scale cocaine trafficking, is now free. He had been serving a 45-year sentence for conspiracy to import tons of cocaine and various weapons offenses. U.S. prosecutors showed that he helped traffic hundreds of tons of cocaine into the United States. They also provided and proved that he accepted millions of dollars in drug money, including at least $1 million from El Chapo Guzman himself. The pardon has stunned the region and the American law enforcement community. Hernandez walks free just as his old party's candidate, Nasri Asfura, competes in a tight Honduran national election. And Asfura himself has been openly backed by Donald Trump. The pardon landed in the middle of that political presidential moment. This pardon strikes at one of the core U.S. drug policy credibility concerns. On the one hand, the White House threatens military action against traffickers tied to Mexico or Venezuela, and on the other, it frees a man convicted of running a proven cocaine pipeline into the United States. The contradiction is impossible to miss. Critics call it political and hypocritical. Current and former law enforcement officials say it undermines years of work with Central American partners. Members of Congress call it shocking. This is amateur hour at the State Department. For Honduras, the pardon could shift the balance of power. It may influence not just this 2025 election outcome, but the future of politics across Central America. President Trump's pardon will open the door to even more organized crime, more deaths in America. For the United States, it raises the question, what does U.S. policy actually stand for? For context, I've worked across Central America for decades. I'm a Guatemalan attorney. I've led rule of law, justice, and anti-corruption programs across the region. Moves like this by our own government cut deep. They damage trust. They weaken reformers. They raise doubts about American consistency and American values. I'm Steve Hendrix. That's your Global Minute.